as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and we have David Aldridge on our sideline. And our special guest tonight, welcoming in Kenny the Jet Smith.
Oh, Kevin, man, great to be here. I hate being up in that sometimes.
Hey, Dave. Ball, the pass to Hayward. He kicks to Jordan. Back to Hayward. Outside Jordan, 5 to shoot. Stolen by Durant. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. And the foul called on ABC. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Irving. Passes it to KD. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
That's how you talk trash, with a dunk. KD telling the other bench, you can't touch this.
The drive by Jordan. And the rejection by Harden. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Harris. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in.
Yeah, you know, it's all about running the right set. And right there, Harris does just that to capitalize.
Bridges misses. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. And Harris wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
We hear all these different terms about resting players, but Kenny, load management seems to be the one that is stuck. Is that something you wish was around, for instance, when you play?
Honestly, I probably didn't want it, but if I used it, I would have been a much better player. Honestly, because your body is at 170 pounds, 6'3", is not built to play 82 games in playoffs. It's not built for that. Your body's just not meant for that. So yes, I might have been, Greg, I might have been a couple All-Stars, man. I think, man, I could have done some things.
But wasn't there pride in players and playing 82 games?
In all reality, the pride was in you had to work for that next contract. The dollars are such now that it's an investment for the team that they're trying to protect. So it means as much for them to make sure you're rested and ready to go, to Kenny's point, as it does to you.
Pass to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Can't afford to leave someone uncovered like that. Irving will torch you for this mistake.
Hayward kicks the ball. Outside Jordan. And he converts the layup. Jordan's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, Jordan's so crafty in the pick and roll. He's unpredictable and hard to stop in these situations.
Harden, no good. The Hornets trail. The drive by Jordan makes it off the glass. He's got 7. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Kenny, as a former point guard, how would you construct the perfect shooting guard to complement your game?
My game?
Yep.
Oh, all you got to do is be on the floor, baby. Yeah, he's going to be
Let
good.
it happen.
He's
Just
going
let
to
it
be good.
happen.
Let it happen. Now, for me, I love guys with a high energy guys. So that's why I love playing with them. Just guys that had high batteries, because at times I would kind of get too cerebral in the game. And then he would pull me up and just make me emotional. So I like
Become a
guys.
dog, right?
Just get emotionally in the game
Right,
instead of I'm reading the situation. This guy's no. Just play hard.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because my guys, John Starks, is the same exact way. He was just a great competitor. Like the moment never got too big because he always felt like I shouldn't even be here.
Yeah.
Pass to Bridges. Harris against Hayward. makes his first shot of the game.
And how about Hayward mixing it up inside there? Shows he can score on either side of the three-point line and really makes him more difficult to guard.
Up there for Durant. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Jordan dishes to Hayward. Back to Jordan. 6 to shoot. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And Jordan is simply amazing at finishing through contact. Doesn't matter what you throw at him or who, he finds a way to score.
Kenny, of course, you were nicknamed the Jet for a reason. Who do you think is the fastest player right now going end-to-end in the league?
With the ball, right now, De'Aaron. Russell Westbrook is probably just...
Ben Simmons isn't too far behind them either.
But he's more speed and power.
Yeah.
But in talking about...
I
I had a thing one time, and it was they scored. The team scored with 7 minutes and 17 seconds. I scored. It was 7 minutes and 15 seconds.
Two
And
seconds.
so, and it was only on an outlet.
Yeah.
It wasn't a long pass.
You got it in stride.
In stride, and then 2 seconds later.
Wow.
So, De'Aaron Fox could do that.
That's
That's
fast.
fast.
Yeah.
That's jet-like.
Thus, so for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Brown comes in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Biombo, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. B.J. Washington comes in for Bridges. Terry Rozier's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Ball. Here's Jordan. Nice D from Durant. Now, Jordan, he's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Irving can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Washington, that's good.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Irving passes to Durant.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
To the middle, Graham finds Washington, and the shot goes down. Washington's got his second bucket of the night.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greats in NBA history. Jet, where do you have him ranked among all-time scorers?
Oof, he's got to be in the top 3. I don't think we've seen a guy
Top
like
three.
him. Yeah,
Top
scorer.
3.
Yeah, his ability to score with the easiness of his scoring. Like LeBron will be a top scorer of all time, but he doesn't score as easy as Kevin
Well,
Durant.
he doesn't have the jump shot. Like, we've never seen a guy at 7 feet. Because even Dirk was a 7-footer who could really shoot.
Yeah.
But Dirk couldn't break you down off the
Couldn't break you down on
He
the
wasn't be shooting step-back threes and all the stuff. He didn't have
Kevin
the
Durant took
repertoire.
Dirk's move and said, I could do it too.
Yeah.
Did the one-legged.
Then who's also in that conference? He said 3.
Easiest scorers, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He scored easy. And Will Chamberlain would be easily.
Michael Beal.
And Michael.
Good work there as it goes.
You got to be aware of Kyrie Irving. He's thinking score as soon as he gets boom. You got to guard him.
The drive by Jordan and slam dunk by Jordan.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that
A
dunk?
nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
And there's the pass to Irving. Over Rozier. That one off the back iron and out. Hornets leading by 9. There's the triple. They get him again. Now the feed to Biombo. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Rozier goes up again. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Daniels, he's checked in for Michael Jordan. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter, with about 3 minutes gone by. And then slammed in by Jordan.
And the high-flying antics of Jordan. simply awesome. One of the best dunkers this game has ever seen.
For the Hornets, they come into this following a loss to the Raptors. And we heard about market size mattering less to players these days, guys. But we see summers where all the big free agents, Los Angeles, New York. Kenny, which is it?
Well, there's two aspects of it. There's endorsements and then there's quality of life. In the small markets, catching fire on the marketing front is sometimes much more difficult, but there could be a better quality of life. In a big city, you could be marketed, then all of a sudden you start losing and then the quality of life goes down.
Yeah, and the reality is the fact that when we played, there was only a couple games a week on national television. Now every game that every NBA team plays is on national television. The impact of social media, they're just, you can be a superstar in a small market today. Doesn't matter. Look at Giannis, you look at Durant and OKC, Westbrook, you can be as big a star in any market in today's game.
Setting the floor for the Hornets, we've got ball. Miles Bridges is out there with Cody Zeller. Then it's Jordan, and it's Hayward in at the small forward position. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Ball against Harris. Ball, the pass to Jordan. Just 4 to shoot. This is to Bridges.
Yeah, and Jordan sees the floor so nicely. I mean, one of his guys has a clean look. He gets the ball to him in whip-like fashion.
Knocked away. And he banks in the layup. Jordan's got 23 points. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover. And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And there's Bridges on the assist by Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Nets trail by 18. Kenny, when you first came into the NBA, your coach was one of the all-time greats. Bill Russell in Sacramento, coaching that time the Kings. Was it intimidating for you at all?
Yes. It wasn't intimidating because of his basketball stature. I was more intimidated because of his social consciousness stature, of who he was as, knowing Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, and that I was like, whoa. He was telling me stories so casually. So, Martin and I, like Martin Luther King. He's like, Malcolm and I, Malcolm in the middle? No,
Yeah.
Malcolm X. I'm like, wow, that blew my mind.
Bridges, no one around him. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Bridges has got 9.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's KD. It's deflected.
Usually Zeller is a position defender, but when he's locked in, he can block some shots too.
Rozier kicks to Jordan. To the inside, Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Harden the pass to Durant. Out to Harris. Fires from deep. And he's good on the 3-ball. Harris has got 6 in the quarter.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
And they double up Jordan. Michael Jordan on the wing. And it's sent back by KD.
Over the past few years, Durant's gotten a lot more attention for his defense, and rightly so.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. Irving comes in for James Harden.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoop. Straight ahead, playing downhill and physical. Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Jordan inside. Harris is there. Jordan dishes the ball. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Offensive rebound. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Devontae Graham's checked in for Ball. Irving with the ball. 17 points for him last game against Indiana. Outside, KD. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Kenny, always fascinating to get your take. We sure appreciate you coming by.
Man, it's great to be here, man. Thanks for having me, man. Happy to be here. This is the best studio show up top, but we got the best down here by the bottom.
Are they paying you well? Are they paying you well?
Not as well as y'all are. I tell you, not as well as y'all are.
And Clark, has there ever been a smoother transition from on-court star to broadcast mainstay than what we've seen and heard with Kenny Smith?
Very much like his game, Kenny Smith smoothly stepping from the court to the broadcast booth. And, you know, he's been fantastic in his role with the NBA as a broadcaster. And, you know, he's been part of the NBA family for decades now. And he's done it at a high level.
And few players in our league have the range of Devontae Graham, and that's saying something.
You're exactly right, Greg. I mean, you think of Steph, obviously, and you think of Dame, Lillard. But Graham, you know, he can stretch you out just as far as those guys can, and he does it with the same ease. So you look at his year last year, it really was one of the few bright spots for the Hornets.
It's hauled in by Claxton. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 18. They defeated Indiana in their last one.
And after that game, it was impressive to look at the box score and see the work they did at the free throw line.
And not only what they did in making them, but what they did to get to the line. I mean, they were constantly in attack mode, driving the lane and drawing fouls.
Jordan finds Graham. A three-pointer off the mark.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Hope they get it back. It's tipped. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
That athletic ability gets Bridges to the rim there. He almost totally shrugged off the defense.
Irving looking over the floor. He could go. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. High turnovers in the first half, James. I'm sure that ball security will be a focus in the second half.
Yeah, that's still too many turnovers, especially on forced turnovers. So we got to really lock in on our turnovers, make the right play at all times.
James, thanks for the time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. Goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback. One side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
We've got Durant, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Griffin, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. So that's the Nets 5.
Well, you can't allow Zeller to get established like that. I mean, that kind of position, he's going to dunk it easily.
Tries from 16, and Irving with the basket. basket on the assist from Harden. Irving's got his second basket of the night. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. The three from Harden. The Hornets pull it in. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And here's Harden. 6 points for him. Passes it to KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. You've just got to marvel at his greatness.
It's Jordan on the wing, guarded by Harden. And the foul on Harden. That's his third foul of the game. Charlotte making some changes. Biyombo is checked in for Cody Zeller. And Washington subbed in for Miles Bridges. Here's Jordan. 27 points for him. Over to the wing. Shoots from the corner. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Kevin Durant.
Well, you know, I think Washington's ability to play inside and outside is going to keep him around the league for a long time. I think he's actually got stardom in his future.
Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
Stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
Yeah, you know, at first glance, you might think Durant has trouble finishing through contact, but think again, folks. I mean, you can't measure desire by body type. You know, that's just sloppy basketball giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Daniels is checked in for Charlotte. Nets trail by 20. Timeout called, the Nets.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
And you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. It's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time and he'll refine himself in that area.
And they double up Jordan to the paint. Here's Biyombo. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got his 9th assist in the game now. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. And the foul called on ABC. That's his... Here's Brown. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Outside Jordan. Pass to Bridges. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by KD. Here's Harden. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you look at what Zeller did on a per-minute basis last year, the scoring and rebounding were up.
And part of that, Greg, was that he also took more three-pointers than ever before. It's certainly not his game, but it seems like every big guy now has to at least be respectable from behind the arc, just the way the game is being played.
Inside. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 6 assists now in the game. Hornets leading by 18. And they double up Jordan. Down low. Out to Hayward. Here's the three. Second chance effort, Bridges. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. 6 seconds separate. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Boy, that was a masterful read from the talented Harden. I mean, he's at his best when he's attacking in the open court. Nobody better.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
17 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Dinwiddie. Second shot opportunity.
Really good to see Zeller put himself in position to contest that shot.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
And so it's Charlotte taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. On the court for the Hornets, Hayward out there with Bridges. Then it's Cody Zeller. Then there's Devontae Graham. And it's Jordan in at the shooting guard. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
Harden is a smart player. I mean, when the defense isn't right on him, he makes them pay. Love seeing him shoot that pull-up. Nice.
Jordan the pass to Bridges. Tries again. And that one, good. Zeller's got 19 points.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Charlotte leading by 18. Pass to Jordan. Graham surveying the floor. Back to Jordan. Kicks it to Graham. Shot clock at 6. They get it back. Zeller dishes to Jordan. Another shot. He lays it in. He has 29.
He is certainly a dominant player. Michael Jordan, when he's in the zone, unstoppable.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. And stolen by Jordan.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Charlotte.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Dinwiddie against Graham. Dinwiddie kicks to Harden. This one for 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Hornets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since they started the final quarter of play.
Well, I tell you, Bridges is doing a nice job there, and his teammates appreciate when he looks to get them involved.
Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Dinwiddie against Graham. The pass to Harden, looking to end the run. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 7th assist here tonight. And so Graham will bring it up for Charlotte. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Here's Zeller. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. Zeller's got 10 points here in the second half.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Jordan against Harden. Beyond the arc. That shot, no good. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Jordan doing a nice job leaking out slyly. Excellent in transition.
Ball's knocked loose. There's Dinwiddie. Timeout called, the Nets. Did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges means that he'll be great in TV sometime. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris comes in for Jeff Green. James Harden, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Tyler Johnson.
MJ finding his man right there.
Brooklyn's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And they double up Jordan to the middle. It's stolen by Johnson. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And the jam by Harden.
Boy, it's amazing to me how easy Harden makes it look. I mean, when he's locked in, he feels like there's nobody that can guard him, and he's right most of the time.
Jordan the pass to McDaniels. Harden against Harden. Now here is Martin. Shot clock at 5. Jordan kicks to McDaniel. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Again, the miss by Harden. Hornets leading by 23. Outside Jordan. He dishes it to Martin. Now Jordan, and they double up Jordan. McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
Coming off the pick, Jordan often takes this himself, crosses the D up that time.
Right side Irving. Is it to Harden? Mark, that had to be hard for so many players being isolated from family and loved ones while on the Orlando campus to finish last season.
Yeah, I can't imagine what that part of it would have felt like, Kevin. I mean, the playing part, once you get to the gym, wherever that happens to be, an outdoor playground, inside, whatever, you lock into trying to be your best for your team and trying to knock out the other team. But as far as the other side of it, being separated from family, not having the real freedom to move about, that would take some getting used to. But as a guy who travels all the time, being comfortable inside the four walls of a hotel room or on the road is something that I think players have grown accustomed to and handle pretty well.
The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Johnson. Outside Irving. Outside for Griffin. That 3 off the mark. Hornets have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. And they double up Jordan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Knocked loose. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Durant's checked in for Johnson. Charlotte in total control. Ball, the pass to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Pass to Washington. Dinwiddie with some nice D.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And it Again, no good by Brooklyn. And the Hornets shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. From deep, Jordan. Rozier kicks the ball. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or Katie in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. Ball, the pass to Washington. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Dinwiddie. KD's got 13 points here in the second half alone. The drive by Jordan.
Watching Jordan take it to the rim, I love it, man. Looking determined to at least force the defense to foul.
Free throw good, Jordan. And so Jordan nails both of them. And so it's Brooklyn with it. There's 1:40 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Johnson, and the layup's good off the glass.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
1:36 left in the fourth quarter. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. Jordan finds Washington. Jordan with it. He's covered by Shamet. Martin against Johnson. 5 on the clock. Pass to Jordan. Trying to find Washington. Gets it to him. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gouty win for the Hornets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like...
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.